On the edge of a quiet forest stood a small, humble mill, owned by a hard-working man named Ibrahim. From dawn until dusk, he worked tirelessly, though he owned little. What he treasured most in the world was his daughter, Victoria, a kind-hearted, gentle girl whose calm nature brought peace to his difficult life. The bread Victoria baked and the flour she ground with her father were famous among travelers. And though Ibrahim often gazed longingly at the golden towers of the king's palace, Victoria was content with their simple life. But destiny has its own way of unsettling even the quietest hearts. One day, while selling grain outside the city, Ibrahim overheard a group of men whispering. They spoke of King Stephen, who, despite all his wealth, found no peace. Neither treasure nor fine clothing eased his restless heart. He wanted something greater, something no other ruler possessed. A sudden mix of envy and desperation rose in Ibrahim's heart. Before he could stop himself, he blurted out,
"My daughter can turn ordinary straw into threads of pure silver."
It was a foolish lie, but the rumor reached the palace within hours.
A girl in the city can turn ordinary straw into silver.
Victoria was summoned immediately. King Stephen led her into a chamber overflowing with straw and said, "Turn this into silver by morning, and you will be honored. Fail, and you'll be sent to the coldest corner of the kingdom." Victoria had never spun a single straw in her life. Terrified, she wept. As night deepened, a tiny, mysterious man appeared out of the shadows. "Don't cry, child," he whispered. "I can do this for you. But nothing in this world is free. Give me a keepsake." With trembling hands, Victoria offered him her mother's old copper pin. The little man nodded and began his work. By morning, the room glittered with silver threads. But the king's greed grew.
"This is only the beginning! You must work more!"
The next night, Victoria gave the little man her bracelet. Again, he spun the straw into shining silver. On the third night, she had nothing left. The small man smiled coldly. "Then make me a promise. The first child you ever have will be mine."
First child that is ever born
Bound by fear and with no escape, Victoria whispered,
All right.
"Yes." Once more, the straw became silver. And the king, overcome with triumph, married Victoria soon after. Time passed, and joy finally entered Victoria's life when she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. She knew true happiness lived in the tiny breaths of her child. But promises are not easily forgotten. One evening, the little man returned. "Queen," he said, "you made me a vow. Give me the child." Victoria sobbed. "Take the palace, take the gold, take everything, but not my baby." He paused. "I'll give you 3 nights. If you can guess my name by the last night, the child stays with you. If not, our bargain stands." Victoria searched day and night. She asked travelers, visited markets, questioned every stranger she crossed paths with. But each night, when she offered a name, The little man only laughed and shook his head. On the final evening, a young palace servant named Max ran breathlessly to the queen. Near the palace walls, he had seen the little man boiling strange herbs over a fire, humming to himself, "Boil and bloom, glow by dawn, silver threads and shining morn. None can match my craft so sure, for my name is Nox, sun's no cure." Max repeated the rhyme exactly. That night, when the little man appeared, he grinned confidently. "Well, Queen, what is my name?" Victoria stepped forward and said steadily, "Is your name Nox?" The little man's face twisted from surprise to fury to defeat. With a scream, he burst into a flash of white light and vanished forever. No one ever saw him again. And the queen held her son tighter than ever, knowing that the truest treasures are those no magic can replace.